If you were a fan of the Metaspeed Paris, the Metaspeed Tokyo may not be for you, but let's break down some quick differences. With the release of the Metaspeed Tokyo, the Paris is now likely on sale, and so if this is a shoe that you enjoyed, you may want to consider buying another pair. There's been a pretty big shakeup between these shoes in my opinion, the first being with the midsole. The new midsole is an FF Leap bottom layer with an FF Turbo Plus top layer. At least to me, the sensation underfoot of the Metaspeed Paris line was a little bit snappier and almost a little bit firmer as well. Meanwhile, with the Metaspeed Tokyo, it is a lot softer in my opinion, and the shoe is now probably more bouncy than I would consider it snappy. Now, if you felt like the Metaspeed Paris line was a little bit unstable, then you're probably going to prefer the Tokyo because it does have a slightly wider and more stable base. The Metaspeed Paris had a Motion Wrap 2.0 upper, and the Metaspeed Tokyo has a Motion Wrap 3.0 upper. Honestly, both of them are just as breathable. I don't think that the breathability has changed very much at all. The biggest difference to me is that the Motion Wrap 3.0 is going to be a little bit lighter weight, and for me, I find that I get better lockdown. Paris was a little bit narrow in that midfoot with the fit, and while it's definitely not wide in the Tokyo, I found that it was a little bit more accommodating without sacrificing lockdown. Paris does have a more comfortable heel cup though, as you can see here on the right. The Tokyo, they've minimized the weight a little bit more, so we're going with a little bit more minimal feel overall. Between the two, for me, it's pretty easy for me to select the Tokyo as the winner for my preference. I just like the bouncier overall underfoot feel and the added stability of the shoe. And on top of that, I feel like the upper just fits me a little bit better as well. However, the Paris was a really popular option and continues to be a really popular option. So the changes are big enough between the iterations that if you like the Paris, you may want to consider snagging a pair before they're gone.